Hello and welcome. What is stressing you out the most right now, busy mom? You push yourself to keep it all together to just get through the day, but you're so exhausted that you can't connect with your kids when you have time for them. You just don't have the bandwidth. So you know that you can't keep going this way, right? But you don't have to earn rest and you are worthy of care. I'm so glad you are here and to for an opportunity for you to give yourselves grace and to pause and to pivot. I'm Yubi, the Calm Up Coach. If you are a busy mom coping with overwhelm and stress, Midweek Mom Reset, this session is for you. This is my heartfelt gift to you to gently clear away the ingrained emotions contributing to your stress and overwhelm to help you move from chaos to calm. Okay. So, this is a special and dedicated space that is filled with love and acceptance and grace for each of you and where you are on your motherhood journey. To maximize the impact of this session, we're going to do three things first. Number one, I want you to set the intention for this session. That means whatever it is that's causing you angst right now, right? Whether it be a relationship thing, whether it be a work thing, financial thing, a health thing. So set that as the purpose or the intention for the session. I set as the purpose or intention for the session. I set as the intention for your session, whatever it is that you want to work on. Now, number two, what I'd like for you to do now is to quantify the intensity of this thing. How bad is it from 0 to 10, right? Zero is obviously it's not bothering you at all, and therefore it should not be the intention for your session, right? 10 would be like it is so overwhelming. It is taking over your life. It is showing up in your body. You know, you can't sleep. You can't eat. You're breaking out in hives or whatever. You know, it is manifesting physically. And 24/7, you're trying to figure out how to get this thing resolved. So that would be like 10. It is taking over your life, right? So 0 to 10, that's what it is. So quantify it. So kind of figure out where you are on that spectrum and give it a number and just tuck it away in your brain for right now. Okay. Number three. Now visualize what your life would look like with this thing completely resolved. Can you see yourself with this thing gone, completely gone? What are you doing? Who are you doing with? How are you showing up differently? Are you more calm, more present, more financially secure, more healthy? Are you in a different house, different job? Okay. So the brain can't tell the difference between what really happens in real life and what you imagine in your brain. It can't tell the difference. The thing that impacts how you show up is how often you are imagining the thing with this thing completely resolved because it's more of the repeated factor, you know? And so if you feel like all the time, I'm so sick all the time. I am so sick all the time. I'm so sick all the time. Guess what? That's how you're going to be. But if you imagine yourself well all the time, multiple times a day, lots of times, then your brain starts figuring out, okay, how can I make this happen? So that's how the brain works, right? So this visualization is really critical. The more I do this, I find that, we can be pulling out all these emotional things, but if we don't fix this right here, then we are attracting the same gunky stuff back into our system again. So envision yourself with this thing completely resolved. Okay. So each emotion that we carry has a vibrational energy. I mean, it's electrical synapses, right? And so in this session, we will identify and then release the negative emotions that's contributing to your issues and blocking you from moving forward and feeling great towards your dreams. So most people have similar negative emotions that we can clear in a group setting. And so something may come up and you're like, oh, that is so me. And then the next thing you're like, I don't know if this is me. And that could be true. But it could also be that you felt that when you were 7 or when you were 12 or when you were 21. And so our conscious brain doesn't remember, but our subconscious records and remembers everything. And so that's the thing that we have to kind of keep in mind. So don't dismiss it if it doesn't come, right now as like, oh, that is not so me, right? So okay, obviously these sessions don't go deep as one-on-one sessions do, but they can be very powerful if you set the intention and if you have your visualization in place. All right, so let's sit back and relax. And close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly through your mouth. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask for divine help because I don't do the healing, obviously, right? And so for me, divine is Heavenly Father and Jesus. It may be somebody else for you. If you want to ask them for help, that's perfectly fine. If you don't want to, that's okay too. So I'm going to ask them for help as well as our healing teams. I have a healing team, and every person has a healing team. So I'm going to ask them for help as well. I would like for you to continue to do this deep breathing, and I want you to visualize what your life would look like with this thing completely resolved while I'm asking for help. Heavenly Father, Jesus, and our healing teams, I ask for help for this session, that this session will be for the highest good for each of the participants, that we will be able to identify what needs to be released by priority, that all life draining energy that we release will be released as pure energy back into the universe to help with intuition and to help with to minimize or to eliminate completely any possible processing issues. We also ask for help with regards to our energy protection. Please shield us individually, including myself, that we are not sharing or absorbing each other's energies, and to protect us from offensive energies. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Okay. I'm going to connect to everyone because we're all energetically connected, right? So, but I'm going to connect to those that are here for this session, either live or watching the recording. Okay. Are we connected? For God to do the healing, right? I'm just a conduit. Okay. Are we connected? Are we shielded? Okay. So we are going to be using Dr. Bradley Nelson's emotion code. Whoa, right here. Emotion code. He distilled hundreds of emotions down to these two columns, 6 rows with 5 emotions in each one. So I'll muscle test and see which ones we are supposed to be working on right now. And we will get started right now. Okay. So is it column A, B? So it's column A. Is it odd, even rows? Is it 2, 4, 6? Oh, humiliation. Okay, humiliation at where were you humiliated? Was this at work? Okay, humiliation at work. Okay, we're going to, do we need to know more? No. Okay, so there was something going on where you felt like you were humiliated at work. Okay, and so let's find out what we can replace that with. I am uplifted. That's great. Okay. So letting go of humiliation at work. And this could have been when you were like 16 and working at McDonald's, right? Something may have happened. Okay. And then pulling in, I am uplifted. I am uplifted. Okay. Great. All right. What's next here? A, B, odd, even, 1, 3, 5. Crying. Okay. Crying regarding what? Is this about family? Okay. Is it between spouses? Parent and child relationship. Okay. Regarding parent child relationship replaced with um, I am rejoicing. Okay, so letting go of crying regarding a parent-child relationship. Do we need to know more? Okay, so I don't know if you're the parent or if you were the child, right? But letting that go and replacing it with I am rejoicing. I am rejoicing. Okay, great. What's next? Is it A, B, odd, even, 1, 3, 5? Sadness regarding, is this about family? Is this about work? Is this about finances? Regarding finances. And we're going to replace that with I am joyful. Okay, so letting go of sadness regarding finances. And I don't know if this was, you didn't have enough money to buy, that video game or a dress or something, right? And then pulling in, I am joyful. I am joyful. All right, let's look at what's next here. Is it be a odd, even, 1, 3, 5? Conflict regarding, what is this regarding? Is this about family? No. Is this at work? At work. Okay, conflict at work. Do we need to know more? Okay, replaced with I am judicious. And so letting go of conflict at work, there's something going on there. And then pulling in, I am judicious. I am judicious. Wisely using your energy and your time, right? Your resources, not worrying about stuff that we can't change or do anything about, which is so hard, right? Okay, what's next here? Be a odd, even, 6, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Worry. Worry regarding, what are we worried about? Is this about children? Okay. Is this specifically something about children? Okay. Health? Okay. Children's health. Okay. Okay. This is, I am calm. And we have to be calm, right? To be able to make clear decision making, right? So letting go of worry regarding children's health and replacing it with I am calm. I am calm. Okay. What's next? A, B, odd, even, 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Peeved. Peeved is like when you're really, it's just irritating. Something that's going on is just irritating you. Okay. Regarding, is this at work, at home? Okay. About a spouse, about children. And is this peeved regarding children's, like, do we need to know more? No, regarding children. Okay. So this must be, we don't need to know what it is, but they're doing something that's just getting under your skin, right? Replaced with, placed. If I could spell today, that'd be great. Okay, replaced with I am calm. Okay, so letting go of peeved regarding children, replaced with I am calm. I am calm. Okay, what's next here? B, A, odd, even, 5, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vulnerability. Is this like at work? Okay, so you feel vulnerable at work. Do we need to know more? Okay, I am protected. Maybe you had an incident where you didn't feel safe there, right? And feeling vulnerable. So letting go of vulnerability at work and pulling in, I am protected. I am protected. Okay. What else we got? B, A, odd, even, 1, 3, 5, 1, 2. Self-abuse. Do we need to know more? Okay. Replaced with um I am supported. You may be feeling like, I'm doing so much and it's more like that. Do we need to know more? Okay. We don't need to know more. So letting go of self-abuse, taking care of yourself is not bad. It's something that you need. And pulling in, I am supported. I am supported. If you feel like you're the Lone Ranger in all of this, you're not. You just need to rely on your tribe, right? Okay. All right. Okie doke. Okay. So last week we had an affirmation. Um, oh, okay. So take a deep breath and exhale slowly. Like you're blowing away all those yucky things that we just released. And last week's affirmation was my presence matters more than my perfection, which is such a great affirmation for moms, right? Because sometimes you want to be perfect for your kids, but we can't be perfect all the time, right? So let's see. This week's affirmation, is it this one? Yes. Okay. It's in the first 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in the 600s, the first 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So in the 40s, okay, is it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I choose to release the overwhelming emotions. That is so good for this group, right? Paste that in there so I have it. Okay, so pulling that into this group right now. Midweek Mom Reset. I choose to release the overwhelming emotions. Woo! So great. Okay. Did anybody absorb anybody else's energy? No. Okay. So the affirmation, the thing that we have to remember is what we're trying to do is to rewrite the negative self-talk that's in our brain, right? That's attracting all the gunky stuff back in again. So I choose to release the overwhelming emotions. If you can repeat that multiple times a day, that is going to help you so that we're rewriting the negative stuff and connecting new synapses towards positivity. So this week, let me have you repeat that multiple times a day. All right. So to minimize possible processing issues, give yourselves grace for the next couple of days. Stay hydrated, eat clean, breathe, move your body gently, get enough rest, so that the energy will be able to balance and stabilize. So today's session included the following: identifying and then releasing the life-draining emotions that have been holding you back, replacing them with the opposite to fill in that energetic gap, and suggesting the affirmation to start the positive neural reprogramming of your brain. So as you let go of this emotional baggage, your body and your mind naturally clear, allowing you to handle stress with more grace, connect more deeply with your loved ones, and move you towards your goals without overwhelm weighing you down. You're not who you were before this session started. Your energy has shifted. Your frequency is higher now. You're now operating at a lighter, more supported state. And so my hope is that you will notice changes in how you feel, act, and respond to triggers, experience more calm, clarity, and ease as you step into a new way of thriving instead of just surviving. So let's check to see where you are in your intensity scale. All right. So let's think about that thing that you started off with as the intention for your session. So as you think about it, is the intensity as high as it was? Our hope is that it is starting to come down, right? And it may take several days and more sessions because obviously we only cleared a handful of emotions today. So a report of what was released will be posted with a video on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Grab my freebie, Instant Calm Reset for stressed out moms. The link will be with the video. It's also on my website, ubenergy.com. And join my free Facebook group, Calm the Chaos Community. It's solutions for moms, shift from overwhelm to calm. And that will also be in the link as well. If you're watching the replay, please give me a like. And if you found this session helpful, please share it with another overwhelmed mom that you care about. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.